Welcome, everybody, to episode 253 of the effing title. And as you can see, we are back this week with something that we haven't done in a little while, because it's been a little while, but it's back to doing football picks for the NFL, which means I have my other two co-hosts on, and we have Fedge and Rob. Boys, how we doing?
Still don't have a shirt.
Great way to start this year's podcast.
A great way to start it.
Rob just crushing people's hopes and dreams. That's what he does. I love it.
We're in year 5 and still don't have my year 1 shirt that says I'm a champion.
Yeah, probably because you maxed out at year 1 and haven't done anything since. So.
Nor will I. I know. I will go into this with the caveat. I don't know anything about anything this year, so.
That's fine, because this year we're changing shit up. We're doing it all different. So with this year,
I think we talked about this in the production meeting, but we did not.
As you can see here, it's just
meeting. I love it.
It's just the teams. We don't have our picks where we would put our picks. So it's just the teams, because this year we are going to be doing something different. It was a joke that we made last year. I think Veg made it last year as a joke, or Rob did, one of the two of you. And now it's the real thing. So, we will be going and doing every single team, and we unanimously, as the three of us, have to pick the team. All three of us have to pick. So here's the thing. Obviously, that's not going to happen because we're, assholes, Rob.
As long as we're in agreement that we're never picking the Ravens, I'm down.
So what we're doing is this: there will be a 5-minute timer. When I go to the first team, I'll start a 5-minute timer. We don't have to spend the full 5 minutes because we're not going to some teams.
3-minute timer.
Okay, it's fine. A 3-minute timer. 3-minute timer. At the end of the 3-minute timer, if we haven't reached
1-minute timer.
If we haven't reached a consecutive decision by the end of the timer, then it's a 2 out of 3 majority. Whichever 2 out of 3 wins.
What if we all say tie?
Then it's a tie game.
What if one person says tie and the other two pick a team?
I'm gonna punch you right in the dick, bro. If that happens, your pick is no longer included, and we just get to decide.
If I'm being honest, you're the one who throws out ties left and right.
Yes, I do, but this year I'm not going to, because there's the final caveat that I'll get to in a minute. So, that's the first part of the rules, is that we make our picks. It's the 3-minute timer. There's going to be somewhere we'll pick before the 3-minute timer's up. But then there's going to be some that will go straight to the 3-minute timer. At that point, it's 2 out of 3 rules. Now, the second thing is, for the first half of the season and the second half of the season, we will each one of us will have a I win token.
Is this like the shirt where it just doesn't exist, or
it doesn't exist and the points don't matter? So each one of us will have one token for the first 8 games, and the first 9 games, and the second 9 games, right? Mm-hmm. The token is literally this. Let's say me and Fedge say that the Eagles are going to beat the Packers, but Rob, you are adamant that the Packers are winning. You can use your I win token. Your I win token says we pick the Packers that week. Doesn't matter what the majority says. Doesn't matter what it is. Boom, there's your pick for the season, for the first 9 games.
Okay.
So each one of us gets one for the first 9, the second 9. Good?
Sure.
Okay, and the final caveat, and this is the part that one of you guys brought up during last year, is that during this, we will be picking teams unanimously. We will have all the teams picked, and then at the end of this, we will be making a bet. I think we said a $1 bet. We are going to do a $1 16-team parlay bet every week for the entire season. And that's what we're doing. Also sound good.
As long as it's your dollar, yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm going to send Fedge the money at the end of the season. So, but that's where we're at. So, with all the rules down, is there any other rules that we want to add or you guys want to change?
No.
Nah, this is good.
All right.
Send it.
First game of the week. We got Thursday Night Football. We got Ravens. We got Chiefs. Timer started.
Chiefs.
Ravens.
I'll never pick the Ravens because if I do, they lose.
So this is my thing: is the Chiefs? So the Chiefs always start slow. They've started slow every single year. The Ravens always start hot every single year. So that's why I'm going Ravens. Plus, also, it's not going to be like the AFC Championship game, where we don't run the ball. We have Derrick Henry. He's going to be getting carries.
Debatable. I also can't tell you much about anything, so my brain says there's not a lot of people back on the Ravens defense, so why wouldn't I pick the Chiefs offense to fucking dice it up?
Fair.
I have no idea.
Fair. Fedge, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. This is gonna be a good opening night game, I think.
Yeah, no, I think out of the most recent ones that I can think of, this is one of the better ones that we've had to start the season.
Oh, last year's pretty good.
Which one's last year's?
Lions versus the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Year before that was pretty good too.
Was it someone else versus the Chiefs?
It was the Bills versus the Chiefs. If I remember
Jesus
correctly.
Christ.
I think I'm
I
going
think the year
to
before
go
that was pretty good too. The Eagles
with the
versus the
Ravens.
Chiefs.
Fedge, you're gonna go Ravens too?
Yeah, I
Alright.
think their run game's gonna overpower them, and that's only because.
Can we mark down that I
Excuse me.
disagreed?
You don't think the run game's gonna overpower them?
No,
I
That part, just in
I
general.
don't think the Ravens are going to win. Because honestly, I don't think the Ravens are going to run the ball.
I think they're gonna run the ball. I think
I
they're
don't
gonna
trust the
overpower them.
Ravens to do anything that's correct.
And that's
They,
the thing
they
with the
get in
Chiefs.
their
I
own
feel like
damn way.
they start slow, but they usually start slow on defense.
Yes.
Their defense usually figures it out by week 8, week 9, and then they start rolling into the playoffs, and that's how it works.
Like I said, I think
Nobody covering Xavier Worthy when he runs straight.
cool. He's gonna drop it.
No, he doesn't drop it. That's the other fucker that they cut.
Yeah, no. Xavier Worthy's dropped a shit ton of passes too in preseason.
Not from Mahomes.
Oh my god.
He's going to throw it so hard, he can't drop it.
Well, unless Rob wants to use his token in week 1.
No, I don't give a shit. Go on. Why would I use a week 1 token? I don't know anything about any of these.
I'm just saying. So week 1, the first pick, because now I gotta do stuff here to make it work correctly, because it's the only way I can make this work. Boom, boom, there. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. What the fuck just happened there? Yes. No. Why is that doing that? Alright, so week 1, boom, Ravens. There. Okay. Week 2. I mean, no, yeah, week 2. Week 2. So now we got the game in Brazil. We got the game in Brazil. It's Packers, it's Eagles. This one I have no. It's Packers. It's Packers Eagles in Brazil.
Love this. I've heard some bad things about Brazil, how they got to stay in the hotel, they can't leave. There's extra security, this, that. Just
Yeah,
this is players are not excited to go over there.
What was it? Was it the Packers players telling family members to be like, "Hey, just don't fucking come. Just stay home."
Yeah.
Not a great look.
Not at all. What do you got? Football. What do you got, Rob?
I think the Eagles are going to suck. So I'm going with the Packers. Not just this week. I think the Eagles are going to suck this year. I think they're going to be the team that absolutely blows up.
I feel like there's always that team that overproduced the year before and then comes back down to earth. And I just feel like that's the Packers. Like, you go and Jordan Love has one good year and you pay him like he's the best quarterback ever. Yeah, I think that could be an issue personally, but
You mean like what the Eagles did with Jalen Hurts?
correct. But I just think the Eagles have more talent. I mean, they still are somehow paying paying, all this defensive guys, and then they got Devonta, they got Saquon, they got, obviously Jalen's a decent quarterback. I'm not gonna say he deserves to be tight. They got AJ Brown, they got Goddard. So I just think that, this is hard. If you can't, this is, I think, we talked about this. I think this is Nick's last year if you can't figure this out.
Yes.
Like, he's got all the talent in the world on both sides of the ball. I mean, they went on freaking what's his name? Fangio, right? Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vic. Yeah.
As their DC, like, you gotta win.
Which is why it's part of the reason why I'm picking the Packers is because Josh Jacobs is going to run rampant. If there's one thing the Eagles are bad at, it's stopping the run.
Which is wild with all the beef they got in there, man.
Well, it's because all they do is pass rush. They're all pass rushers. Even their nose tackles are pass rushers. Like, at some point, you got to stop the run. And I know the Packers have no fear in just calling a run play every single play. And everyone's going to fall in love with Josh Jacobs all over again.
Yeah, I'm not in love with Josh Jacobs, but I can see the Packers winning this game. It's just like I said, it's a battle of, in my opinion, two overrated quarterbacks. So, who do you got, Colin?
I don't know. It's one of those things like it's
I'm going Eagles, so it's all on you. Pick up.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. Is like
tiebreaker.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. That's the 3-minute mark. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. They're the more veteran of the two teams. With them being in Brazil, that's what I'm going with. I think that it's gonna be a toss-up game. I mean, but then we start Sunday off, and we got Steelers at Atlanta. So thrilling game here with Steelers Atlanta.
Atlanta, man. I mean, Kirk Cousins, Drake, London, Bijan Robinson.
Is Kirk Cousins completely healthy? Like, is he playing?
He's supposed to be starting, so.
Yeah, I mean, because they didn't.
I'm going with Atlanta.
I was gonna say they didn't let Penix play the final preseason game because they didn't want people getting too hyped over him. And also because Kirk Cousins was like able to like do some stuff, I think it was, but like that was the big thing that I kept seeing was like they didn't want Penix playing the final preseason game and continuing to play well like he had so far in preseason, and then everyone being like, "Oh, why aren't we starting him instead?" That sort of thing. But I'm going Atlanta for I don't remember the last time I picked Atlanta, but I'm gonna pick Atlanta.
Well, and it doesn't matter what my pick is, but I would always pick the Steelers in Week 1 because for some reason their defense always plays lights out in Week 1.
That's the thing is like I don't like their defense isn't the part that worries me. It's that offense.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd be good a few years ago, and they beat the Bills like 20-0 or something one game. Week 1, the Steelers are always ready to play, and then it just goes downhill and mediocrity rises.
Do we think this is the last year of Mike Tomlin? If he just goes,
I think if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
I don't think he's on the hot seat yet, but I think if they do it again, he's on the hot seat.
It's a very weird situation because like because I think we've all talked about it. It's a winning coach, but he's not winning. So.
Yeah.
But see, like that one didn't even take 3 minutes. Cool.
Yeah, through 3 games, you guys have all disagreed with me.
Or have you disagreed with us?
Nope. I've picked first for most of them, so.
That's because Fedge asks you, sir. Cardinals at Bills. Go ahead, Rob. Pick the fucking Cardinals. I dare you.
I will.
Oh my god.
This is very. Me and Jeff were talking about it earlier. I think it's nice for the Bills to play a team that's not overly great at anything, but it's very hard for a brand new secondary to prepare for Marvin Harrison Jr., who's supposed to be the next coming of Randy Moss. So let's see. Why not? Week 1, does it really matter? No. Oh no. If people started 0-1, oh my god. There's still 16 more games to go. Oh my god.
Well, I'm assuming the Fedge is picking the Bills.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, Rob and I talked about this. It's just interesting because it's going to be one of those where you have a lot of new pieces on defense. You're out Matt Milano, who I guess it's better to learn that at the beginning of the year than the end, middle of the year. You got a lot of pieces on offense. A lot of moving pieces. Shakir could be technically your number one receiver. You got a rookie in Keon Coleman. It's just Curtis Samuel coming back. But then you got Joe Brady, who I thought did well down the stretch as far as spreading the ball around to move things around. So it just, in the end, I go, if it's something you worry about, you got to go with the quarterback, and I don't think quarterback competition's even close. And I'm going Josh Allen with the Bills.
No, it's not close at all. But
I was gonna go with the Bills, but you just gave me a lot of reasons not to go with the Bills. So, I don't like Kyler. I don't. Fuck it, let's throw a wild card in there. We're going Cardinals.
question is, Jeff, is it the same OC for the Bills? Is Brady back?
Yeah, Joe
Yeah,
Brady.
Joe Brady.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brady's still there. And then I read something that said McDermott isn't calling plays this year.
No, McDermott is not supposed to be starting calling plays on defense.
That could be huge.
Yeah, that's a
because
lot of That's a lot of new shit.
I won't be surprised at all if the Bills win the game. I just think it will probably be a higher scoring game than expected.
Fair.
Then everyone in Buffalo will be freaking out when all they got to do is hit the brakes.
Oh.
Because by week 3 they'll be fine.
Overreaction Mondays. Speaking of overreaction, we got the Titans playing the Bears. I'll start this off. I'm going Bears.
Wow, the guy who hates their quarterbacks going Bears, huh?
I do. I think that there's more. I think that just overall the Bears are a better team than the Titans.
I have to go to the Titans depth chart. I honestly, besides the obvious,
And they got Calvin Ridley. They got,
yeah, I actually
think
don't
they
hate
picked
their
up
offense, dude. They also
Tony
have
Pollard and Tajay
like,
Spears.
the only
They
person
got-
I hate on their offense is Will Levi. Their offense really isn't that bad. Their line's pretty good. Like they're really not that.
I'm not gonna lie. You didn't realize they got Tony Pollard, but I'm gonna
Tony
stick.
Pollard, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Boyd, Okonkwo. Like their offense is actually pretty damn good.
Okay,
Now
maybe.
their defense.
Yeah, but then also I
A
guess
lot of first and second year players on defense. That's a lot of young people.
See, now that you just list off all the fucking players on that offense, Jesus. Because that
With all that, I'm gonna pick the Bears, but I actually think the Bears are gonna push for a playoff. They're gonna be in the hunt for a playoff spot because I think their defense is so much better than a lot of people give it credit for. Especially since all the people that they signed last year are now in that second year of their contract.
second year of the
They still
contract,
have-
second year of the scheme.
They still have the fucking 6'7" linebacker stud. I'm blanking on his name, but the Bill guy.
Edmonds.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Um,
He's huge.
They also got the D. They also got the DN
Here's another
from.
one. I won't be surprised if the Titans win this. I had no idea their offense was this good.
Like I knew Ridley and Hopkins. The rest of it, like, I didn't realize they went and got Tony Pollard.
They also have Kenneth Murray Jr., Quandre Diggs, Amani Hooker, L'Jarius Sneed. They got Tavondre Sweat from Texas, Harold Landry III.
Damn.
Now, if any of these people get hurt, they also have Jamal Adams. What the fudge?
Who is Jamal Adams?
The Titans?
I didn't know that.
Like, what the hell, dude? This team is dark horse of the year right here, the Tennessee Titans. If they stay healthy,
And with that, we're still like, as of right now, it's. Are you going Bears too?
It's the
the
Bears.
dark
yes.
horse
Okay.
of the year. Dark horse of the year.
Here's a nice quick one. Patriots at Bengals.
This ain't gonna be quick at all, dude.
Patriots.
Patriots.
Oh, okay.
Dude, no one's the Bengals that don't have their best receiver and their QB hasn't played in a year.
Hey, I dig it. I'll agree. You know I'm not picking. You know I'm not picking them.
Pats fans better celebrate it because they're probably not getting another win for another 10 weeks. But
First game without Belichick, dude. They're coming out on fire.
Okay, I dig it.
I think it's going to be a nice week one for New England people, and then the halting crash down to reality.
And that so then we go. So I'm gonna agree with you guys. I'm gonna pick Patriots too. So then we go Texans, Indianapolis.
Texans, Indianapolis.
Yep.
Anthony Richardson's healthy, right?
I do believe so. For how long though? That's the question.
That's why we got to catch him early. Going with the Colts.
Interesting. Okay.
I think Richardson's a stud, but he'll never play a full season. So he's going to be the king of starting like 5-0, and then freaking not playing a single snap. It's great.
Yes. From what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing anything saying that he shouldn't be starting. Let's put it like that. Like,
Don't get me wrong, the Texans on paper are really good, but again, a lot of new pieces. New pieces on offense usually take time.
well, I mean,
You really picking the Colts over the Texans?
Yeah, why not, dude? It's week one, and you two aren't going to do it, so it doesn't matter.
well, I was about to.
Just the problem with
You two don't have any
doing the new
balls.
format is Rob's just not going to agree with anyone because he hates us all.
If I pick first, you're the one not agreeing with me.
Well, I was about to say I'm actually kind of on board with Rob in
Yeah.
picking Indianapolis because I think that the Texans caught fire last year, and it was all brand new players, all brand new things, caught fire, and this year they're going to be hit with either a slump or just brought to reality. So I
I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year, but we're still talking about. You just complained about with Joe Burrow not playing in a year. Anthony Richardson hasn't played in a year.
Yeah, but that doesn't impact your legs.
Oh my goodness! in a legs where a Texas defense flies around, you can't teach that. I don't care what new pieces you got out there.
Can you name
Defense-
a linebacker on the Texans?
What?
Can you even name a linebacker on the Texans?
Yeah, well, I can name them all. You want them all?
Yeah, I'd love them all.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud, Bill Nixon. Wait, did you say the linebackers?
Yes.
I mean, does Will
buy
Anderson
your
count as
time,
one,
your-
or is he not?
Please buy your time.
well, I'm going to tell you right now.
Will Anderson
I-
count or no?
No, Will Anderson
No,
technically
Will Anderson's
nope.
at the end.
He's the DN on
The
their
only other
website.
one I know, honestly, they got is Daniil Hunter. Other than that, I have no
He's
idea.
the DN.
Yeah, he's a DN too. So
yeah.
so their DNs are solid because they got Daniel Hunter, Derek Barnett, and Will Anderson Jr. However, though their linebackers, Alzir Al-Shair, Jake Hansen, Neville Hewitt, Jamal Hill, Deshaun Phillips, Henry Tutu.
But they also have one of the best secondaries, I'm going to say, too, though. I mean, because they have, Stingley, they have Ward.
Nope, they don't have Stingley. Oh, yeah, they do. They have Stingley. Sorry.
Who's the other? They have the other good safety there.
They have
Jimmy
Petrie.
Ward.
Yeah, Petrie. Yeah, he's not bad.
Their
He's
nickel
pretty
is
decent
Miles
secretary that's
Bryant.
returning.
Hey, their nickel is Miles
All right, that's
Bryant.
three. That's
Do
three.
you remember Miles Bryant, Jeffrey? You should.
That's three. So,
He's the one the Bills
Oh my
have
God.
torched for 4 years.
Fed, you were picking.
But what I'm also going to say is that D'Amico Ryan's going to have their defense ready. Like, come on. I'm not worried about their defense. I just don't know if the Colts can put up that much. But again, I mean, their D-line's good, like we just discussed, and they got to rely on Jonathan Taylor because they're going to have to protect CJ, and it's not going to come out there and throw it 40 times. So, but all right, what were you saying, Colin?
I was saying 3 minutes are up, so now we got to pick. So I already moved it to Indy.
Yeah, I mean, I already got I
Yeah.
picked Texans, so it's fine.
Jaguars at Dolphins.
At Dolphins.
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 Yeah, Dolphins. Like this is the,
Trevor Lawrence is tied for the highest paid quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, still can't.
Mac Jones will be the starter by week 12.
Love that.
Only because Trevor Lawrence will get hurt because that offensive line is going to get him killed.
Yes. Now we got Panthers at Saints.
Next. The Panthers might go winless again. Next.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Panthers and Saints?
Yeah, Panthers at Saints, and I'm agreeing with Robert. It's just...
The Panthers may not win a game this year.
They're not Saints, though.
Yeah. Like, all right, boom, boom. Vikings at Giants, boom.
Poor Giants. The poor Giants.
Vikings. Sam Darnold's going to be your comeback player of the year. Just like
I
Geno
agree.
Smith did.
I agree, dude.
And even though I don't agree, just because you sucked for the first 5 years, doesn't mean you should be comeback player of the year. But Sam Darnold will be the comeback player of the year.
I'm 100% with you there. It should not be, but I think he's gonna get it.
He's
gonna have the numbers, and they're gonna be in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got studs around him. Like
Jordan
they got
Addison,
Aaron Jones. They got obviously Justin Jefferson. Like, come on.
It ain't hard. It ain't hard to hand the ball off and throw it to Justin Jefferson.
Oh.
And when they double team Jefferson, throw it to Addison.
Yeah, outside the first 4 games, he's suspended because he's a dumbass.
Yeah.
But
So just hand it off then.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings too. Raiders at Chargers.
One of the most boring teams to watch, right, Rob?
The Raiders will be one of the most boring teams to watch.
Because they're going to hand the ball out to Zamir White 47 times. The Raiders.
I will counter your Raiders with the Chargers are going to hand it off to Gus Edwards 50 fucking times.
No. They're going to hand the ball off to JK 3 times. He's going to get hurt. And then...
JK is not the starter.
Okay, so they're going to hand it to Gus for 15. Then JK is going to get 3, break himself, and then Gus is going to get the rest of the carries of the game. There, happy?
Yeah, why did all the Ravens players decide to leave and go to the Chargers?
I don't.
Because they're going to play for the correct Harbaugh. That's why.
Oh yeah, the correct one. Yeah.
Not wrong there, huh?
I'm going Chargers.
This game won't even be close. And Antonio Pierce will be fired by week 8.
Wow.
That's ballsy.
And it's not his fault. It's 100. The GM, it's his fault. How do you enter a season with this quarterback room?
I mean, that is also fair.
Aiden O'Connell. How do you enter a season with those two as your only 2 quarterbacks?
After there was the rumor that the Browns were looking to trade either Huntley or Jameis. I'm genuinely surprised the Raiders didn't try to get Jameis.
Just get ready. At the midpoint of the year, Devonta Adams is going to be throwing hissy fits. They're going to be looking to trade him.
Oh, probably.
It's going to be a disaster.
So now we got Denver Broncos at the Seattle Seahawks.
The Broncos, you said?
The Broncos.
You know why it's the Seahawks? And it's for one reason only. They're going to retro uniforms in week 1. Go Seahawks.
Are the Seahawks going retros in week 1?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How do we feel about Sean Payton? Is he going to be fired this year?
If they don't make the playoffs, he might, dude.
Yeah, I want to say he does, but
they gotta get better at some point, right? They can't just keep winning 5 games or 6 games, whatever the hell it was.
I think this. I think.
But do you think he gets? Do you think he gets 2 years with Bo?
I think if they show progress and they get up to 6-7 wins, I think a lot of this is going to come down to how well. This is crazy, but how well Russell Wilson does with the Steelers will determine a lot about Sean Payton's career. Because if Russell Wilson goes off with the Steelers and the Broncos are paying 90% of his salary,
fair.
That will be a big problem.
Fair. I think it'll be interesting to see how Bo Nix does play in there because he looked great during preseason.
Yeah,
And
but in preseason, everything's basic.
exactly. And, like, well, this is the thing is, like, I'm also intrigued because Seattle is Mike McDaniels, who was the Ravens DC last season. And I'm just intrigued to see how that defense looks. Because I can't remember if they really picked up many pieces. You know what I mean?
How good were the Saints when Drew Brees first went there? Were they good right off the bat? They were, right? Because he went there in 03 and they were in the Super Bowl in 05.
Yeah, probably.
They were pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of the mentality they're taking. Is they got to see significant progress with Bo Nix.
Yeah, so it was the 2006 season was his first year. They went 10-6. Went 10-6, were first in the NFC South, won the divisional playoffs, lost the NFC Championship to the Bears.
Who?
Nice.
That wasn't Sexy Rexy, was it? No, that was 02, right?
No, that would have been Sexy Rexy because that would have been Rex and Devin Hester versus.
Oh yeah, Rex lost. They got blown up by the Colts.
Yeah, that was
That's
right. So yeah, I'm gonna go Seahawks. I'm intrigued to see how Denver looks though with Bo Nix, but I'm gonna go Seahawks.
I like Seahawks. Yep.
Seahawks QB still Geno?
Yes.
Yep.
It's Geno, and then they have Sam Howell as the backup.
He sucks. So.
The Cowboys versus the Browns.
Get right.
Did you say Eric?
I am choosing the Browns, but BRB.
Okay. I kind of agree with them, Veg.
I'm gonna go with the Browns too, just because CeeDee Lamb was holding out for way too long, so I think it's gonna be a little rusty there. They got Zeke and Rico Dowdle as their two running backs. I think Dak's gonna kind of do his thing, but like I said, I think it's gonna take a little bit to start meshing with CD again. But also, I'm gonna tell you that I think the Cowboys are gonna get after Deshaun. Without having Nick Chubb back there to start the season, and we'll see what Deshaun he can go back to his Clemson days, because that's kind of what they want and that's what they're going to need. So
that is fair, and I agree. I think the Cowboys will get after him. It's just that I think that the Browns defense is better overall. I think there's some better pieces on the Cowboys, but I think the Browns overall defense is better. So. And Rob, we know, is picking the Browns because he hates the Cowboys, so we're just going to move on. We're going to go to Washington Commanders at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going Tampa.
Yeah, I think you got to go Tampa. I mean, I think they're going to look. Washington's definitely going to look a lot different under Dan Quinn, but. I mean, right now, I think you got to go Tampa. They were hitting their stride down this stretch there. Mike Evans came back. You got Chris Godwin, who's hopefully going to come back healthy, and if Baker can kind of recreate himself from last year towards the end. I mean, I think they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, so, I'm going to find it very hard to pick Washington this year when their star tailback said that he doesn't want the ball 25 times a game. So, because that was his main thing of why he left the Chargers, apparently. And I'm like, if you're starting tailback in the NFL and you're saying I don't want more carries, then there's an issue. Like I don't want you. Get off my team. Tampa's rolled back a lot more pieces, and I genuinely find it hard to believe that Rob would pick against us in this one. But knowing him, he probably will.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Yeah, we both picked. So. I'm just going to say screw it and move on because I can. Because I'm in charge. Sunday Night Football. Actually, some really good primetime games for week 1, surprisingly. Primetime football, Sunday night. We got the Rams at the Lions. I think this is going to be a solid game.
Yeah.
However,
anytime these two teams play against each other, it's going to be solid moving forward. Just, I mean, the dynamic of trading the quarterbacks against each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. However, I'm going Lions.
I agree. I agree with the Lions too.
Too many pieces back and then adding to it is just it's actually kind of phenomenal seeing how well they've just been able to maintain that core group and coaches and players, and then just keep like, oh, we're just gonna remove this one person and add someone else, and they just do just as well. Oh, we're just gonna add this person, remove this person, add this person, does just as well, if not better. And it's insane seeing them do it time after time after time after time.
I got Lions.
Yeah, I mean, Rob is a Lions fan, so if he does pick the Rams, I'll be highly, highly shocked. And I don't know how long he's going to be gone for, so. But when he gets back, we'll have him give his thoughts on each one of these anyway. Final game of the week, Monday Night Football. I keep pressing the wrong thing on my phone. We got Jets at Niners.
Does Aaron come back healthy? Does he stay healthy?
That's the thing, is it's like, it's the potential of the Jets versus what we know the Niners do, which I think is what makes this game more intriguing than anything.
Yeah, I mean, this is
like,
I don't know.
this is the toughest out of all of them, because it's like, is it going to be the Jets where it's not Aaron Rodgers, or is it the Jets with Aaron Rodgers? Like,
I mean, overall, I mean, you got two solid defenses. With Aaron Rodgers, obviously playing for the Jets, two solid offenses, two good running games, a lot of skill players. But the problem is, you've seen Brock Purdy just perform horribly in preseason, throwing picks left and right. So it's like, are they asking him to do more, and now he just can't handle it, or like what's going to happen? If you have to keep the same offense before, you're gonna be good in the regular season, but is it going to end up producing? Can Kyle Shanahan win the big one? So I am going to go with the 49ers just because it is in San Francisco, and it's a nice long flight for the Jets to start the year. So.
That's fair. That's fair. Now that he's back, I will pause this real quick. All right, Rob. We had which team was this? We had Commanders at Tampa.
We were on the Browns.
I know, we moved on. Commanders at Tampa.
Well, now I want to know who you picked.
We picked the Browns.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, so now Commanders at Tampa.
Please hold.
Just to let you know, we've already picked...
Baker's still the fucking QB?
Yeah.
Let's go Tampa.
Okay, so we all picked Tampa. Good. I was going to say, me and Fedge are already like 2 out of 3 juice, so... Rams at Lions.
Oh, obviously the Lions.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why we just kind of kept moving, because we were like, yeah, we know he's picking these ones.
The Lions.
So now on to Jets Niners though. And this is the one that like is an interesting one, because like we were saying, it's the potential of what the Jets can be versus what we know the Niners are.
We don't know shit about the Niners in week 1. They have 2 starters that haven't played a down. They haven't even done practice in 6 weeks.
True.
Brandon Ayuk and Trent Williams are walking onto a football field today for the first time in practicing.
True.
So yes, I agree. We know exactly what they'll be the season fourth. But right now, God no, we have no idea what they're going to be. I'm taking the Jets all day at this point. As long as Aaron Rodgers doesn't blow out his Achilles on the first snap, they're going to win.
I love it.
This is just wild that people actually think the Niners are going to win. It's like, Trent Williams hasn't played. He has not even put pads on in over 6 months. And I will tell you, if he comes out and he's a dude, that he should have been paid so much more money. Because if someone could go from the couch to being the best left tackle in the league, that takes some serious balls. Serious balls.
All right, well, there you
He's
go.
not going from the couch.
Yeah.
He might be. You know, he's a big
No,
guy.
he's not going from the
He's a
couch. He has
big-
He's a
he,
pro.
he has a recliner. Let's be real here.
Yeah, let's be real. He has an oversized chair. Okay?
Yeah, he has a nice recliner that he sits in. Like, come on. But there it is. There's our week 1 picks.
There's only one Monday night game?
Yeah, there's only one Monday night.
What is this garbage?
It's because of the game in Brazil.
Fuck Brazil. This is America.
There is. Let me take a look here real quick. 'Cause I've already done up all the weeks. Well, not all of them, but almost all of them now.
Jeff, he's already picked all fucking season.
Let's see
That's-
here.
not even thinking.
Week 3 is the first week that we get 2 Monday night games. Week 3, week 4 are the 2 Monday nights.
Garbage.
Yeah, and then we start getting into bye week stuff, and then London games, and then Germany games, and then bye weeks, and yeah. All right, there's our picks.
Love it all.
Anything else, guys?
No.
Who's got a
No,
bye
no.
week?
I do.
Week 1, hopefully no one.
Trent Williams has a bye week.
Trent Williams. I mean, Jamar Chase technically has a bye week.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase has a bye week this week.
CD Lamb
Big.
should have a bye week.
He should.
Big bye week.
But-
Cowboys are having a bye season, so it's all good.
There's our picks. Fedge will lock this in, and yeah.
Fedge will lock this in. What?
Yeah, Fedge is the one locking everything in.
This is your money?
I mean, I'm going to pay Fedge after the
Is
season.
this if we actually do hit it, is this an even 33, 33, 33, or because Jeff's doing it, does he get 40?
No,
we get
I'm
30.
letting you guys both get 40, and then I'm taking 30.
I
Or
don't
no,
know if-
40, and then I
don't
get
know if
20.
You know how math works. but
And no, I'm going to let you guys get 40, and I'm getting 20.
how about this? We both get 50 because you still haven't put our shirts up there yet.
Well, see, this is the thing,
We'll
Rob. See,
include you on
you ready?
the second-
You ready for this
The
thinking?
second time we hit, we'll include you.
You ready for this? See, look, see. So like when we hit, right? Then that 20 comes to me, and then I can use that 20 to buy you your shirt.
I don't want the damn shirt if I'm making that much money. You know what? What is good? Is some of the odds that we're gonna pick for a 16-team parlay? It's gotta be $1 million.
No, it's not me.
I'll let you know when it actually we put it in.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
$1 to win $1 million.
Right, there we go. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. Let us know who you guys are picking and if we're idiots or if we're fucking geniuses. Depending on where you are, more than after even nice. Stay out, stay safe, and
Okay, they're all idiots.
we'll talk to y'all later. All right. Bye.
Later.